Hello and welcome to the University of Georgia Lacrosse YouTube channel, where the Dogs will be taking on the James Madison Dukes in the Pitt Sports Dome here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The Dogs come into the game with a 3-1 record on the season after completing a 16-10 win over Pitt last night. The Dogs looking to make it a 4-game win streak so far this season. The Dukes of James Madison come into today's game with an 0-1 record after losing last weekend to Virginia Tech. Your starting lineup starting with James Madison, head coach Owen Willison. Starting at number 3, Jacob Susko. Number 26, RJ Freerick. Number 30, Colin Gibbons. Number 32, Nick Krug. Number 33, Colin Wade. At defense, number 38, Luke Iden. Number 44, Will Hart. And at attack, number 50, Connor Rice. And starting at faceoff will be Judd Boniface. Now for your Dogs, head coach Holland Axley. Starting at attack, number 0, Rory Kavanaugh. Number 14, Sam Wheeler. At short stick defensive midi, number 24, Jacob Peach. At faceoff, Luke Wright. Number 7, Aiden Williams. His partner, number 15, Andrew Robinette. And number 30, Dylan Casey. So we will be underway shortly here as the two teams are coming to face-offs. And I will be back as soon as face-off begins. Go nowhere. The game is coming. Welcome back, and lastly, the starting goalies, number 13, Stephen Sutton for the Dogs, and number 92, Aiden Miller for James Madison. Luke Wright in at faceoff. Boniface in at faceoff for James Madison. And we are a go here in the Pitt Sports Dome. It's Jacob Peach winning the faceoff for the Dogs. Now settling it down in the low corner is Kavanaugh. Dogs offense had a great game yesterday, scoring their season high with 16. Looking to see how they can keep going here. Edler dodging down to his left, moving it around now. Down through X. To Wheeler, who makes a few moves. But will be stripped by number 3, Susko of James Madison, now looking to clear. Wheeler hard on his tail. But Susko will take it with his legs. Susko now looking for a goal or some shot. However, will be tripped up and has to get rid of it. So now we will see the James Madison offense for the first time. Working now at X. Sending it up, that's 99, Nevins. His dodge, righty shot, goes wide. James Madison will recover the ball. Down at X now. Working hard is number 26, Freerick. Shot saved by Sutton. An easy save right into the stick. Moving it now to Williams. Back to Sutton. His long pass completed to Ryan Allman, who will settle it down with the attackman, Buckley. Now Edler Paolo, his first time in the game so far. Quick. Moving it around X now. That's Kavanaugh, his shot. Saved by Miller. We saw Rory Kavanaugh do that a lot yesterday, coming over that left side. Had 6 goals yesterday, did Kavanaugh. This time unsuccessful on his first. Now a fight for it. Casey coming up with it, passes it to Sutton. Moving it to Robinette on the other side. He finds Peach in the middle of the field for an easy clear. Peach moving it to Buckley. Buckley's shot goes high. Georgia offense settling it down. Getting Paolo back on the field as he sets up his dodge. Moving to his right, moves it to Alman, to Buckley. His shot goes high. Two missed shots there high from Buckley. Kavanaugh now trying to work to his left, gets the ball taken from him. And heading the other way in transition, Nevins. Taking some hard checks by Paolo. But Nevins working now to the goal. His shot saved by Sutton right to the left thigh. And a long pass completed to Quinn Kavanaugh. Setting it down with Edler. Great job by the Dogs, especially Sutton, to get a nice save and then a quick pass across the field. Edler working to make something happen. He moves it to McLaughlin. McLaughlin now working to make something happen himself. His shot goes wide by just about an inch or two. Perhaps Miller even possibly got a piece of that one. And can't find McLaughlin in the center. He's now fighting for it. Susko keeps it in bounds, but will be picked up by Edler. So that will reset the shot clock since Susko got a small possession of it. Rory Kavanaugh now working to his left. His shot saved by Miller. As JMU now working to clear it. Will be met by Seidenberg. Quickly moves it to number 32, Krug of the Dukes. So both teams so far unsuccessful after multiple shots on goal. Working now down his right. That's Sayo, who moves it down to X. To Rice. Rice working above GLE. Shot goes high. It will be Sayo again. He's going to try and work off of a pick. And a pass can't quite connect into the crease. Looking for Freerick there. Now Freerick attacking the short stick defensive midi. And it will be going the other way now as Dogs ball. And a great defensive stand there by the Dogs. Only allowing one shot that didn't go on goal. Steven Sutton now with a line pass to Peach. Peach shot saved by Miller. Peach looking for a transition opportunity there. Now moving it all over the field is the defense of the Dukes. Georgia has a strong ride here, not allowing them any sort of clearing opportunities. Buckley come up with the ball. Finding the crease. Rory Kavanaugh's shot goes wide. And Miller was right there at the goal line, so it will be Duke's ball as he chased the shot out of bounds. Settling it down, moving it to Garland of the Dukes. Still moving it around the outside. This will be Boniface working to his left. His pass off to Garland. Working inside. Boniface shot goes wide. Freerick now down at X. Being guarded by Huber. Working over GLE, his shot goes high. And the chase will be Georgia ball. An incredible rundown there by Evan Saunders to get possession for the Dogs. Now Sutton looking for a pass. Moving it to his deep hole, Williams. Finds Kevin Edwards. So another successful clear there for the Dogs. First time seeing the Kevin Edwards line, which includes Edwards, Nolly, and McLaughlin this time. McLaughlin moves it down to Kavanaugh, looking over the top for Buckley. Buckley now on the ground being swarmed by several defenders for the Dukes, but will draw a flag. Rory Kavanaugh now working hard. Shot off the post, saved by Miller. Going for a bouncer. Miller came up with it though. So that will be a slashing penalty on James Madison. First time seeing the man up for either team really, but this time for the Dogs. So we'll start with Kavanaugh down at the bottom left. Paolo moving it to Alman. Down to Wheeler now in the bottom corner. His pass to Kavanaugh. Shot goes wide. Kavanaugh's been the main shooter this game for the Dogs. So far unsuccessful in the shooting. Now to Buckley at top. He moves it to Paolo. Spinning it around are the Dogs. Allman now down at X. Moves it to Wheeler. Looking over for Paolo. Goes over his head. And it will be going the other way. Georgia, however, still man up, so perhaps can have a successful ride here. As that's Gibbons with some great moves inside to get it across the midfield line and into the zone of the Dukes. And that will kill the man up. Full strength now are the Dukes as they set up their offense. 25 now, free Rick, his shot off the post. Fighting for it. And Jacob Peach with a great check there to get it out of the hands of Garland. Fighting for it in the middle, some big hits. But they will call a push on Peach, and it's heading the other way. Still 0-0 here after a few saves by both goalies and a few high shots. Working over into the crease, can't connect with Sayo, and picked up by Dylan Casey. Sutton finding Robinette. Moves it to Seidenberg, and another successful clear for the Dogs. Rory Kavanaugh now working over. He's down at X, coming over to his left hand. Goes under, but gets checked. Ball is on the ground, picked up by McLaughlin. A great ground ball. As it was almost heading the other way. McLaughlin now dodging to his left. He moves it to Buckley. Buckley can't find it. And it's heading the other way with the Dukes. And a transition opportunity here. Moves it, his shot, scored! That's number 50, Connor Rice. As they find him in the middle of the crease, and a shot down low and away from the stick of Sutton. So it will be the Dukes striking first in this game here at the end of the first quarter. And that's one of those things where a mess up on one side can lead to a horrible opportunity on the other end for the other team. So here we go again, Luke Wright in face-off still for the Dogs. It will be picked up by Quinn Kavanaugh. He's working hard down the sideline. Quinn Kavanaugh now working into the crease. His shot scored! Quinn Kavanaugh strikes back. Only 20 seconds after the Dukes put the first goal on the board. And that was all Quinn Kavanaugh from start to finish as he picked it up at about the 30-yard line on one end and took it all by himself into the crease. A few nice dekes, too, on the goalie. And no one there to stop him, so it will be a 1-1 game now. Late in the first. Still fighting for it in the middle. No one able to come up with it. Still fighting for it at the feet of Peach. He gets it out. And he will scoop it up for another Dogs face-off win. Low on time here. There's under a minute left, despite what the clock on the screen says. It will be Palo dodging down to his right. He finds Buckley on the other side. Shot gets stuffed by the leg of Wade, the defender for the Dukes. It will be Georgia ball as Wheeler moving it. He takes a hard check there into an unfortunate area. Heading the other way now, though, are James Madison. Wheeler now up and moving. Still moving a little tenderly, however. Now working it down. Shot. Can't find the net. That was Freerick on the shot. And it will be chased out by number 50, Rice, the only goal scorer for the Dukes so far. Rice's shot goes way high. As I believe it was Casey who got under the hands of Rice on that shot, so went flying out of bounds. And that will be the end of the first quarter here. 1-1 game. We will be back for the second quarter action right here on the UGA Lacrosse YouTube channel. Welcome back to second quarter action here at the Pitt Sports Dome as the Georgia Bulldogs facing off against the James Madison Dukes. 1-1 game. Both of the first goals for Georgia, both today and yesterday, came from two defensive midfielders. So it was Peach yesterday and Quinn Kavanaugh today. So it's good to see the defensive guys getting in on the scoring action. It's a huge part of the offense yesterday was a very strong defense. James Madison winning this faceoff. Working it around now the outside. That's Garland now dodging to his right. His shot scored! Garland with the dodge. Finds the top shelf of the goal. And we were talking to Sutton earlier, and he said that a lot of the times it's hard to see the ball in this dome with the white walls. And that really goes for any player trying to locate the ball when it comes to them, but especially when the shots are coming at you so hard. So definitely a unique situation on the goal. Anderson Nail now, new face-off guy for the Dogs. And he will have a false start, so it will be Duke's ball. Being chased down by Friedman and McLaughlin. That was Boniface. Not wanting any part of that. And now Garland again dodging. His pass saved by Sutton. That was a shot by Rice. So the two guys who have scored goals for James Madison thus far working together on that one. However, that was saved by Sutton. Now here, James Madison trying to find the crease. Broken up by Saunders. Now at X. Shot goes wide. Rice with another quick shot. That one was low and away that time. Now working it down, finds the crease. Nevin's shot saved by Sutton. Gets stuffed right in the stick as he had no angle. Sutton there to save that one. Now Quinn Cavanaugh working hard the other way. Passes to his brother Rory. And they will settle it down with Paul Buckley now on the other side. So getting Paolo, Edler, and McLaughlin in at midfield. As the dodge will start with Paolo. He works to his left. Moves it to McLaughlin. Shot goes wide. Sidearm shot that had all the velocity in the world, but just can't find the net. So Cavanaugh now down at the bottom. He works off the pick by Alman. Making some more dodges. His shot off the post. The bouncer just a couple inches too far to the left. And it will be picked up by number 33, Wade, for the Dukes. Being fought for still, though, on the sideline, and it will be Dukes' ball again. After a great defensive effort there by McLaughlin. And a long stretch pass across the field is completed for an easy clear for the Dukes. Moving it now to Rice. Now Sayo dodging to his left. He has no choice but to move it. Shot scored! Connor Rice, his second goal of the game. As he will make it a 2-goal lead for James Madison. As Connor Rice has been able to shoot it from pretty much anywhere on the field so far. From all angles, too. That one, a low one this time, but we've seen some high shots as well as some wide shots. Luke Wright back in on the faceoff. This time, Joseph Fox on the faceoff for James Madison. Picked up by Jacob Peach on the faceoff. Moves it to Cavanaugh. His pass to Buckley down at X, right behind the goal. It will now be Nolly, Nelson, and Edwards. And at midfield for Georgia, Edwards starting the dodge. He moves it to Nolly. Nolly move it to McLaughlin. McLaughlin has trouble with it, but picks it up, moves it to Edwards. He finds Nolly in the crease, and it goes wide of Nolly. Picked up by James Madison after the missed completion to Nolly. And clearing it now, it's James Madison. And now an errant pass to Rice, but will be picked up by Freerick. So a lucky break there for the Dukes as it was headed straight out of bounds. Luckily, Freerick in a good position there on backup. James Madison now setting up their own dodge. He moves it to number 44, D'Alonzo. First time we've seen him this game. Moving around off the pick. It's Freerick. Shot. Oh, goes wide. Rice now. He works to his left. Shot goes wide. With about 20 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Down at GLE. Ball comes loose. Picked up by Rice. His shot scored. An early hat trick for Connor Rice. Makes it a 4-1 game. So, unfortunate start for the Dogs thus far. They are down 3 goals about halfway through the second quarter. Luke right now, all sorts of bodies on the ground. Picked up by Peach, though. He's been phenomenal on the face-off this game. Georgia now really needing a goal to get some of the momentum back on their side. They'll start it with Edler. He moves it to Buckley. Now to Alman. He sets up a dodge of his own. He moves it to Palo. Palo's shot goes wide. So some quick ball movement there for the Dogs. Getting the shot they wanted by Palo. Now Kavanaugh working over to his left off the pick from Alman. But the ball comes loose. A great defensive effort there by Will Hart. With a great stick check to get the ball out of the hands of Kavanaugh. And now heading the other way in transition, James Madison. Nick Krug now getting double teamed by Huber and Robinette. As both teams work to get the right personnel on. Setting up the play they want now, starting with Garland. Moves it to Krug, his shot goes wide. And the ref blowing the whistle here, as there is a ball on the field. So James Madison starting with it. Garland moves it down low to Freerick. Freerick to Rice. Rice's shot scored! Connor Rice, his 4th goal of the game. It's James Madison will hype him up and feel good going into a timeout called by the Dogs. So the Dogs perhaps looking to change some stuff up defensively as well as really offensively too, with only 1 goal so far. So they will figure out what they're going to do. As we will take a short break during this timeout. Welcome back. That goal by the Dukes forces the timeout by the Dogs. So Luke Wright in at faceoff and Joseph Fox for James Madison. So Luke Wright will come up with an easy faceoff win there. Now moving it down and settling it with Wheeler, who's back in the game after taking a hard check. Wheeler now getting stripped by his defender, Susko. And they will say that he was laying on it, so it will be James Madison ball and a clear all the way across the field. Dylan Casey can't come up with it. There will be a flag on the field. They will say it is on Connor Rice. So the man who's been terrorizing the Dogs so far this game will go take a minute to sit down in the penalty box. Dogs would man up for the second time this game, unsuccessful on the first one. James Madison will set up their box and one defense here. Short stick defensive midi being Gibbons. Dogs working it around. Wheeler now at X. His pass off to Buckley. Moving it to Edler, back to Buckley. Shot, saved. Wheeler's shot gets in the stick of Miller. For a huge stop there. That was a great opportunity for the Dogs to get one back after giving up 4 in a row. Palo now with a big check, heading the other way. His shot goes wide. And Miller will be there to back it up. So he chases out the shot, and it is James Madison ball once again. Colin Wade now. So he moves it to Connor Rice now out of the box, as that will end the man up for the Dogs. Moving it in transition, shot scored. This time, number 32, Nick Krug. There's another transition opportunity. Goes in. So that will make your score 6-1 here. All James Madison this second quarter. It was 1-1 going into the second quarter. And 5 in a row now makes it 6-1. Luke Wright with a nice face-off win. Setting it down with Rory Cavanaugh. Rory now takes a dodge. Move to his right. Passes it off to Wheeler. Palo now at the top right. He moves to his left. His shot goes wide. Cavanaugh there to back it up. Ball with Cavanaugh now. He'll move down to X, looking to dodge. He goes to his right. Nothing there. Cutting back. He passes it off to Amon up top. He'll move it to Edler, looking to get a dodge going. Passes it off to Palo. Palo moves to his left, back to his right. Palo with a big body goes wide on the shot. Just pushing into his defender there to make some space for that shot. Cavanaugh can't quite find the goal on that one. That was something he does a lot, moving to his left, coming over GLE. And a diving attempt. He had 2 goals doing that yesterday. This time Miller was there. So now Paolo moving it down to X. A big check on Paolo. That will draw a penalty. Shot by Rory Kavanaugh. Finds the side of the net. So there will be a penalty now on James Madison. So it will be a slashing call on number 31. Another man-up opportunity here. 0 for 2 so far are the Dogs on the man-up. Buckley moving it to Wheeler now, who moves it to Kavanaugh. Working it around. Back to Kavanaugh. It's passed to Paolo, can't find him. Paolo now working on the ground ball as well as Almond. And some big checks there. Wheeler comes up with it, but is double teamed. And another flag is flown. As still fighting for it, and a third flag comes out. There are all sorts of whistles and yellow pieces of laundry flying on the ground. And the refs have a lot to talk about here. I believe there was the slash on Wheeler. I think it was on Wheeler both times, actually. And they will send 2 more James Madison players to the box. So now the numbers game is a little weird here. So they will have a 6-on-3. Man-up opportunity here for the Dogs. This is quite possibly the best opportunity the Dogs have had all game. As a 6-on-3 gives you a lot of chances to shoot, find those backside looks. So a big possession here for the Dogs. They'll start it with Kavanaugh down low. And still working it out now. There is still 6-on-3. I believe it was 2 slashing calls on Wheeler. Not every day you see only 3 guys on the field for a team. Happens every now and then, but it's not too common. Dogs moving it around. Buckley moves it to Wheeler. Wheeler shot scored! Sam Wheeler will get one for the Dogs here, much needed, as they had given up 5 straight goals. So the Dogs are now buzzing a little bit more, a little more confidence now. That was just a hard shot to the top shelf and gets past the stick of Miller. On the faceoff now, Luke Wright, as well as number 25, Boniface. Boniface with a win. Boniface not quite sure who to give it to. Finally settling it down. Isaac Seo at the top. Now Nick Krug moving it down to X. Moving it to Connor Rice. And back up top to Seo, who will get the party started. He moves it down, moving to his right. Down at X. Moving it to Hook. Now Reedy, his shot goes wide. So 17 seconds left on the shot clock for the Dukes. They will look to get something going, pass into the crease, can't connect. And they will say that, I believe Saunders had the ball in the crease. And it will be James Madison ball. So defenders can go in the crease just so long as they don't have the ball. That time it was a turnover. So a fresh shot clock for James Madison. There's about a minute to go in the game, or in the half, excuse me. Now it's Reedy being guarded by Peach. Trying to work around Peach. His shot scored! An incredible shot by Reedy. Going underhanded, finding the top post of the goal. And a bar down goal for Reedy. Makes it a 7-2 game for James Madison, as that will get the bench for the Dukes going. So Luke Wright back on the faceoff, going up against Boniface. Boniface with a win. Sending it down in the corner, but with two guys on him. It's number 30, Gibbons. And an errant pass goes out of bounds. It will be Georgia ball. Picked up by Casey. He'll move it with his legs. And there will be an offside call on Georgia, as no midfielder stayed back on the defensive side when Casey took it. So it will be a turnover now and a long pass aiming for the goal. Can't quite find it. Your score after two, James Madison 7, Georgia 2. We'll be back for second half action right here on the UGA Lacrosse YouTube channel. Hello and welcome back to the UGA Lacrosse YouTube channel. Thank you all for watching. It's a 7-2 game here. James Madison winning. 2 goals scored by Quinn Kavanaugh and Sam Wheeler for the Dogs. And for James Madison, 5 of the 7 have been scored by Connor Rice. Back on the faceoff, Luke Wright against Boniface. Luke Wright with the win. Down to Sam Wheeler, down low. In his hands is his defender, Susko. Now Edler moving down to the left. Moving it around now, back to Almond. Almond dodging down the alley, moves it to Rory Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh coming over the top. His shot off the legs of Miller, but recovered by the Dogs. Back with Kavanaugh now, he's dodging down. He gets the ball taken from him. On the ground now, heading the other way. A big check there by Paolo to get it out of the hands of his defender. So Dogs back with it now. Almond making some moves, coming around the crease. His pass to Kavanaugh. Setting up the dodge. Kavanaugh shot saved by Miller. That's 2 saves this possession for Miller, and it's heading the other way. It's James Madison settling it down in their offensive zone. Dodging now over the top, but we'll settle it very quickly. That was Nevins. Now Garland from way up top dodging. His pass to Nevins, shot scored. Garland finds Nevins in the crease. And a quick turnaround shot. Goes high and away from the stick of Sutton. Making your score, James Madison 8, Dogs 2. It's a big face-off here. Luke Wright with a win. He moves it back to his defenders. It's Aiden Williams with the ball. He moves it to Sutton. Robinette now moving it with his legs. He finds Buckley. Edler now with the ball backing up, moves it to Wheeler. Wheeler heading down low as he will reset up. Moving quickly to his right. His shot blocked by the stick of number 24, Alec Maggio. Never getting to the goal. Wheeler now on his defender. But that's Wade with a great move and using his legs to get it across to the offensive zone. Getting it to Connor Rice. So James Madison starting out hot with a goal, several saves by their goalie Miller. And some great moves there to get the clear. Now setting up the dodge, that's Hook. Hook finds a pass into the crease, can't quite connect. Ball comes out, picked up by Casey. Casey now deciding what to do. He'll move it to Sutton. Sutton finds a long pass across the field to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh now moving it to Edwards. As the James Madison bench is saying he stepped out. The referees, though, will get together to decide. They will say he did not. So the Dukes not too happy about that call, but it will stay on the offensive zone for Georgia. Now Nolly out there moving it to Nelson. Nelson dodging with full head of steam down. He'll move it to Kavanaugh. Now McLaughlin at the top. Now Nolly. He's working over the top. His pass back. Can't quite connect with Edwards, but Buckley there to pick it up. Moving it to Nelson. Nelson now with a nice swim dodge over the top. His shot goes high. Kavanaugh will be there to back it up. Still Georgia ball. About 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Can't find McLaughlin. Over the head of McLaughlin in the crease, so it will be James Madison ball after a shot clock violation. So James Madison now settling it down. Connor Rice, you know he wants to shoot it. He's in the crease, his shot scored, but they will say that he was in the crease, so it will be a no goal heading the other way now with Dogs possession. Sutton now moving it down the field to Palo. Now with Edler at the top.
Come on, Ryan.
Ryan Almond now heading down, bodying his defender. Moves it to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh moving over the top. His shot saved by Miller on a bouncing shot. Now Buckley working hard. His shot goes wide. Picked up. Moving it around now to Kavanaugh. There will be a flag on the field, potentially a slash. However, it's definitely on James Madison. Buckley with a shot into the stick of Miller. So there will be a penalty on James Madison. That will be on number 45 for them. That's Will Hart. It's now another man-up opportunity for the Dogs. They had a 6-on-3 in the second quarter that they were able to capitalize on. And moving it around, some nice passing here. Finding the crease, Edler unable to get the shot in as Miller was right there at the doorstep to stop him. So now Susko heading down a long pass to number 7, Haley. And an excellent clear there by James Madison. They're just going to settle it down. That's Freerick being guarded by Williams as they move all over the lower half of the field. A nice screen there by Rice. Shot saved by Sutton. And rolling out of bounds, fighting for it right here. As it will go into the other half of the field. McLaughlin trying to pick it up. Still fighting for it. As Quinn Cavanaugh will come up with it, they will call out of bounds on Cavanaugh. As it is now James Madison ball. And now a shot saved by Sutton. Right in the crease, Sutton will pick it up. Settling it down with Paul Buckley. Still 8-2 here late in the third quarter. It's Paolo now with the ball, taking it down low. He will start his dodge from the low left. Coming around next, his shot goes high. Ball now with Edler, right up against the sideline. Edler moves it to Cavanaugh. Cavanaugh's shot scores! A great shot by Cavanaugh. Gets past Miller. That is Cavanaugh's first goal of this game. And a huge momentum swing there for the Dogs as they now looking to get some more this quarter. Luke right in at face-off still, going up against Boniface. And they will say that the James Madison man left the box early. As the attackman cannot leave the offensive box before possession is attained by one of the teams, so it will be Georgia ball. So Georgia with another opportunity to score. It'll be Edler moving down. His shot saved by Miller. Pretty good shot, but Miller able to get down low, find it. And that's number 23, Nair, taking some big hits. There will be a flag on the field. As they will call that one on Caleb Paolo for Georgia. So a man-up opportunity for James Madison, their first of the game. It's not quite what Georgia wanted after getting a goal. They thought maybe that would lead them to getting a few more. and getting back in this game, but now a chance to kill some clock and maybe even net one in for the Dukes. Moving it around the top. So that was Rice looking to shoot. Number 4, his shot off the post and bouncing around now, picked up by Friedman. Looking to pass it, gets deflected and picked up by Nick Krug. That will end the man up for the Dukes. Shot goes wide. So a much needed kill there for Georgia. As now it is full strength, 6-on-6. That's Reedy working down to his right. Now attacking. Down at X is Freerick. He passes it off. Back to Reedy. Reedy's shot saved by Sutton. Right in his sticking. Looks like Quinn Kavanaugh and Reedy got tangled up there on the ground and exchanging some words. Refs are gonna have to get in the middle of that one. Tensions are getting a little high here, so it makes sense that something would escalate there. And it looks like no one will be going to the bench. No flags were flown or anything. Just two guys with a little something to say to each other. It will be Georgia ball, but we'll have to clear it the length of the field. Jacob Peach starting with the ball. As he's going to explode past all the attackmen and get the clear. And they're going to say that Ryan Allman was offsides for the Dogs. And that will be a turnover heading the other way. James Madison. And a incomplete pass. And a big hit on Quinn Kavanaugh, popping right back up. They will blow the whistle. There was a big hit there on Quinn Kavanaugh. He's okay. The ball was still loose, so I don't know if they should have called that as early as they did. So none of the Georgia guys had possession of it. And that will be on number... Excuse me, I don't know what number it's on quite yet. I believe that will be on Connor Rice. So Georgia's been unable to get a goal on a 6-on-5 man-up opportunity this game. And that will be an unreleasable penalty. So they will, regardless of if Georgia scores in this man-up chance, they'll still have the man-up on the face-off. And still some talking with the refs about what's going on. And that penalty was actually on the defenseman Colin Wade as he takes a knee on the sideline. Now moving it around, Georgia. Up top to Edler. He moves it back to Buckley. Almond to Paolo. Paolo's shot scored! Caleb Paolo, his first goal of the game. And as I mentioned earlier, The penalty on Wade is unreleasable. So Georgia will go into this face-off still with the man advantage. A big face-off here for Luke Wright. Luckily he knows he's going to have an extra man helping him on the face-off. So it'll be Friedman and Peach on the wings for him. Face-off won by Luke Wright, heading the other way. Settled down with Rory Cavanaugh. Not a lot of time left on the clock. Gonna need to work quickly here. Rory Cavanaugh moving it down to Paolo at X. Back to Cavanaugh. Back to Paolo. Now with Edler up top. Edler moves it back. Pass to Paolo. Down to Alman. Alman back to Paolo. Can't connect. So there's still just a few seconds left. Shot. Saved by Miller. And they will say it's Georgia ball, much to the protest of the James Madison sideline. Now with Edler up top, moving to Cavanaugh. Shot by McLaughlin. Goes wide. Moving quickly. Pass. Shot. Goes wide again. And they will rule a shot clock violation there. So it will be James Madison ball. There's about 20 seconds left to go in this quarter, I believe. And going to be a no rush to move it down the field, not wanting to cause a turnover. Ball still with Miller. He makes a long pass down the field to his attackman. Caught one-handed, but quickly ends up on the ground. Aiden Williams takes a big hit. And that will be it for the third quarter. Your score, 8-4. James Madison winning as always. I'm Ren Grimsley. We'll be right back for the last 15. Welcome back. The last 15 minutes of action starting now. As JMU with 8 goals, Georgia with half that at 4. Face-off win by Georgia. They'll settle it down in their offensive zone. And you gotta hope that the legs of these Georgia players can push through after a game yesterday and a long day of travel. Now Ryan Almond to McLaughlin. McLaughlin shot, score! McLaughlin puts one in, making your score 8-5. And now only a 3-goal game. Very manageable for Georgia. They feel as long as they can not allow any more goals on the defensive side, they should be able to put enough in offensively to tie this up. Another face-off here, this time won by the Dukes, but a missed pass to Rice. Dylan Casey comes up with it, gets stripped. Fighting for it now. And now in the offensive zone of the Dogs. Right on the sideline, gets out. And it will be a red ball. Goes off of the James Madison man. Kavanaugh with it now. Now Almond down, bottom right. Moving to X, he comes over the top of GLE. Moving it to Edler. Edler works to his left, his shot goes wide. Just a few inches wide there. Buckley with it. He'll move it back to Edler down at X. So he'll make his move behind the goal. Going to his right. He'll move it to McLaughlin in the crease. McLaughlin scores! 2 in a row for McLaughlin. Nearly identical goals there as coming over the GLE and finding McLaughlin in the crease. A high shot over the stick of Miller. Dogs net another one. Only a 2-goal game. They put McLaughlin down at attack when Wheeler took a big hit. And he has been a huge part of this fourth quarter 2-goal run. Nice face-off win. Peach. And there will be an offside call on Connor Rice as a flag will fly. So there is still a flag on the ground. That will be on Rice for an offside. So now Paolo down low, working over the top. His shot goes wide. Dogs have been a little more successful on the man up this second half than they were in the first. Getting a goal by Caleb Paolo earlier in the third quarter. Now with another man up opportunity. The Dogs will also get a fresh shot clock here, thanks to the penalty. So it will be Buckley starting with it. Moving it around as they always do. Edler moving it to Buckley. His pass to Almond. Back to Buckley. Back up to Edler. Looking for a shot. Down to Paolo, over the top to Kavanaugh. Rory shot off the helmet of Miller. Miller's gonna go down for a second as he got stung there by a wicked shot by Rory Kavanaugh. And I know I would definitely need to take a knee if I took one from Kavanaugh to the face, so no judgment here. You do what you need to do, Miller. So now coming in to goal is Connor Allen. No warm-up or anything for him. And still, the Dogs are man up. Now Paolo dodging down to his left. Moving it down to X. Almond with it. He moves it to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh shot. Saved by Allen. First shot he sees. First save he gets. And a quick clear. Gibbons now working in transition to Rice. Rice's shot gets deflected by Friedman. And they will say it's Georgia ball on the chase. It's Dylan Casey working hard to chase that one down. So a big few plays there for the Dogs. Evan Saunders now in the middle of the field. He'll dump it off to Kavanaugh. Now with Nolly. Edwards with it down low, looking to get something going here. He moves up to the right. His shot, saved by Allen. And goes high in the air and picked up by Kavanaugh. Taking some checks. He moves it out to Nolly. Now out to Nelson, who will set up his dodge. McLaughlin. No shot available for him. He tries to get a pass to Nolly, but bounces, and Nolly unable to come up with it. Now it will be James Madison ball. Allen now with it. Man on his back. Sending it way down the field to number 13, Will Ellis. Who will be stopped up by Jacob Peach. There will be a whistle here and a timeout called by James Madison. So Dogs have scored 4 straight goals. We have a game here in the 4th quarter. We'll be right back. We are back. James Madison starting with the ball.
Get him back.
They will move it around now. Nevins with it. His pass out to Garland. Garland now taking it way down the field. Move it down to X. Pass to Freerick. Finding the crease. Goes high on the shot. And a save by Sutton there. So 2 shots there, both went wide as the shot clock did not restart. Now a shot goes wide again. That time Garland. James Madison still there to recover it. Down low with 10 seconds. Shot scores! This time number 32, Nick Krug. The assist by Garland. And after 6 straight goals by the Dogs, the Dukes finally get one back. It will be right on the faceoff, going up against Joseph Fox. Fighting for it. Seidenberg. But Williams scoops it up. It'll be stripped from him. On the ground now, lots of pushing and shoving.
That's a flop, dude. That's such a flop.
And it will be James Madison ball at the end of all that. So both sides will get their face-off guys off the field to get some offense on. Sayo being guarded by Quinn Kavanaugh. Working down now, looking for a pass. Finds Rice on the wing. Sayer now looking for a pass. Connor Rice looking into the crease for Hook. Can't quite connect, but will be picked up by James Madison. That's Freerick with the ball.
Get it, get it.
Can't quite connect with Nick Krug.
Nice.
And Huber trying to go for the scoop. Makes a long pass into the offensive zone, picked up by Rory Kavanaugh. Rory now moving to the goal. His shot saved by Allen. And finds himself in the crease. It will be JMU ball. So new goalie Connor Allen for JMU is perfect so far with 3 saves. Now with Sayo. He moves it to the other side. Down to Rice, who had 5 goals in the first half and none so far in the second half. Now it will be Reedy. He'll move it to Sayo.
Defense, stay in front of him.
Looking into the crease. Can't find a shot. And Sutton will come up with it. Aiden Williams pass across the field to Robinette.
Come on, take it. Come on, Robinette.
Finding Edler for a nice clear there by the Dogs. And a miscommunication by Georgia leads to a turnover. Not quite sure what happened there. But a pass seemingly to nobody. And that will be an over and back James Madison ball. Now Nevins dodging. Garland with it now being guarded by Huber. He'll work down to the goal. His shot saved by Sutton. Freerick there at the baseline to get the ball for the Dukes. Now Nevins working over, passes across the field to Garland. Garland's shot goes over the head of Sutton and over the goal.
Let's go, Ren. Let's go, defense. Talk it up, boys.
So several shots for the Dukes in this offensive possession. None of them able to go in. Nevins now taking a dodge on Peach. He'll actually change his mind about that one. So it'll be Boniface. Shot going wide. So now Nevins with the ball again. He's taken several dodges. Passes out to Freerick. Back up to Boniface. He mishandles it. Seidenberg on him, way out. Looking into the crease. Behind the back shot and score by Nevins. Coming through the crease. It was Boniface who was able to find him. And that will make the score 10-6. James Madison's been pulling away this fourth quarter so far after a great third quarter that the Dogs were able to muster up. Dogs with not a whole lot of time left. Face-off win by Luke Wright. Now with a clear to Edler. So they're likely going to want to get something going pretty quickly here. Not pass it around too much. Edler will take his position in the bottom left. Edler working over the top to his left. Can't find Buckley in the crease. Buckley was right on the doorstep. And it would have been a one-on-one with him and the goalie, Allen. But it barely flies over his head. And that will be Duke's ball. Now over the head of the defender, Will Hart.
Come on.
And it will be Georgia ball once again. Edler with it. He's dodging from a similar spot to his last time. Coming over the top, looking for a pass. Moving it to Kavanaugh. Once again, Dogs do not have a whole lot of time to waste. Rory Kavanaugh's shot goes sailing wide. However, Buckley will be the closest to it. Now Edler with it down low once again. Edler once again coming over his left to Kavanaugh. Caleb Paolo dodging. His shot off the post. A high velocity shot by Paolo. Nearly finds the goal. And a lucky break there for Allen.
Ryan Almond now with it. He gets stopped up by his defender, Gibbons. Now working around a backhanded shot, goes wide. Paolo starting with it. It's been a long offensive possession for Georgia, so far unable to capitalize on anything. Kavanaugh working hard. His shot scored! Draws the penalty and shoots a sidearm shot that gets past Allen. The first goal that's gotten past goalie Connor Allen. And that was a big goal for the Dogs there. So a huge face-off here as the Dogs are wanting to maintain momentum. There's about 2.5 minutes, I believe, on the clock. Clock on your screen's a little incorrect. As Luke Wright on the face-off, going against the deep hole, Susko. And a big strip there. Makes it James Madison ball. Long pass to Rice. He's looking to kill some time, as he's got Dylan Casey right on his hip. Connor Rice now getting double teamed by Huber and Casey. Huber heading the other way with it, eating some chicks. And a long pass can't find Kavanaugh. Peach, however, right there to come up with it. Taking some hits and a flag down.
Let him pick it up. Let him pick it up. Let him pick it up.
And still pushing and shoving.
Let him get it.
Now, Rory Kavanaugh able to come up with it.
Rory, shoot.
Rory's shot saved by Allen. They will call a hold on number 23, Michael Nyer. So big chance here on the man up. Not a whole lot of time left.
Under a minute.
Not sure there's even enough time to get 3 goals unless Luke Wright wants to have himself a big day here. So Buckley now. He'll move it to Kavanaugh over his head. And out of bounds. And it will be James Madison ball. So they will move it to Allen and a near goal. So he was trying to get it to Allen, heading straight for the net. That would have been an own goal, which is not something you see across really ever. Some big shoving by Rory Kavanaugh. Makes it Georgia ball. Kavanaugh looking to take it himself. His shot scored! So there is more than 1 second on the clock. I'm not quite sure how much, as I can't see the game clock. But a 2-goal game here. So Rory Kavanaugh with a big defensive effort on the ride. And then takes it himself into the net. This is a must-win for Luke Wright here. Going against the deep hole, Susko again. And a Nice win by Luke Wright. His pass to McLaughlin can't quite connect. McLaughlin, shot saved by Allen. And heading down the other way.
Good job, 15.
Robinette able to pick it up and move it. Trying to scoop it up. That was Wright again. And a timeout called by the Dogs. So Georgia looking to see what they can do to get at least 2 more goals here before time expires. And so we'll be right back with the last few seconds of the game. Don't go anywhere. So we apologize as it's really hard to see the game clock here. However, there is 19 seconds left in this game. So Georgia has to score pretty much within 5 or 6 seconds here. Not a whole lot of time to give. And it will start with Edler up top. Going straight into his dodge. He'll move it to Paolo. Paolo moving quickly. His shot goes wide. Some great defense there by the short stick D middies. And now Buckley, his shot goes wide too. There's about 8 seconds left. As Edler looking for a pass into the crease. Can't connect, and that will be the game. James Madison winning this one 10-8. Getting their first win of the season. So that will do it here from the Pitt Sports Dome. Next week, the Dogs will be traveling down to Florida as they will take on the University of Florida and Florida State University. So be sure to check out this channel for streams to those games. As always, I'm Ren Grimsley.